Alright people, we are back on the giveaway PC. I'm going to try one final time to see if we can get this to a standard or suitable state that I'm happy to give it away. So in the last video we fixed the motherboard, or didn't even fix it because it wasn't broken in that sense. God damn, this is heavy. Yeah, it wasn't broken in the sense that I thought the capacitors needed changing. So we changed the capacitors. So if you didn't see that, go and see the last video. But that didn't fix the issue. The issue we're having is that, oh no, I've just broke this as well. The issue is when we're posting the system, we have to press F1 to get it to boot to Windows. It is booting to Windows. And also we can't get the graphics cards. We can't get these dual SLI graphics cards to work. Oh no, don't tell me I've lost the connector now. No, have it here. But we did manage to get it with my graphics card in there, but I don't want to lose my graphics card. I want to be able to get these SLI graphic cards working using obviously the SLI connector. So, done a bunch of research, and apparently there should be some pins in here that reset this battery. We've changed this battery with 5 different batteries, so it can't be the battery. We've got the low voltage warning coming on. I have watched a bunch of videos and I think we can try a few other things to see if we can get rid of that warning sign. And also I found a software, or everyone knows about the software, where you can download drivers and hopefully get these graphic cards working. It's called Snappy Driver. So we're going to get that software, and I'm looking for here, there should be some jumper pins. So let me just try and locate those. Okay, I found the jumper pins. They are right at the back here where this power connector is. It's just a blue symbol, and I'll try and get you in there in a second to have a good look, but it's a blue thingamahoosit. If I pull it off, that's what it looks like. So apparently I've got to remove this, or not remove this, I don't really know. Do I power it on without this on? The videos and the messages I've been reading wasn't very clear. So I've just taken it out. Don't know if that's going to do anything, but we're going to turn it on with this not attached. But we're not meant to attach this while the system's on if we're going to put it back, I believe. So something about the BIOS, but also I want to try and go into the BIOS because apparently there's a setting in there that I may not have tried that could possibly make it work also. So let's connect it all back up. I'm going to put one of these graphics cards in. I'm going to download Snappy Driver and see if that can recognize a driver for this card. And also, one final thing, I'm going to change the Windows operating system to a Linux operating system because Windows is not going to support any sort of hardware of this kind in the future. Well, it doesn't anyway. We've got Windows 10 on here, but that's going to lose support. So I think Linux might be the way to go. We're going to try Linux Mint and try and put that on here. Yeah, let's get it all hooked up. Let's get it booted up again and see if it's still doing what it was doing. And then play around with this jumper cable, this jumper connector, and see if that does anything. So I think hopefully we're going to get this PC working into a state where I'm going to gladly give this away to you guys. So it needs to go one way or other. It needs to go. If I don't give this one away, I will build another one to give away to you guys, because you did reach the milestone and I do need to give a PC away because that's the deal. Right, let's get on with it. Alright guys, new problem. I can't find my adapter because these are not the right ones that fit the graphics card I have in at the moment. These are the ones for these graphics cards which I was saving. So, new plan for what's going on here. But luckily, I managed to pick up a new monitor. And this monitor, bank HDMI, and has more connectors than the one I'm using. So, I get the VGA, I get the DVI, and I get a HDMI. So, I think I'm going to swap out my monitor first. Alright guys, new monitor's in. A little bit scratched up, but not bad for free. Alright, and we are all connected. The back here. Just open she up. I'll make sure this fan's out of the way. Alright, let's see what we do. So I've got my keyboard and mouse all set up here. So we're going to turn her on and see what she's been doing, because she's been idle for a while. Sorry, I had to deal with the controller in the last video, which was a small win for me and is what I needed after dealing with this. Oh, here we go. Are you going to give me the error? Time and day not configured, alert, battery voltage low. F1. So I'm going to press F1. But look, it loads into Windows. So I need to get rid of that message. That's all we have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the date, go into the BIOS. I'm going to show you the setting I'm going to change, and then we're going to play around with that jumper I told you about, which is right there, that blue bit there. Okay, so I've just done the time and date, so that's okay. The option I'm looking for is not actually on here, and it was called ATA, but it's not here. And then if you look at the event log, everything is cleared. There's no logs, no errors, so that's all good. So I think we just exit, save, and exit. but we're still going to get this error. Watch. There we have it. Strike F1, alert system battery voltage low. So I can't get rid of it. So the next thing I'm going to try is that jumper thing I told you about on this motherboard. I don't know how to do this, but we'll try it. Alright guys, so for whatever reason this computer does not want to boot anymore into Windows. So I now have a Linux drive, which I used the Linux Mint website to download onto Belinga, I think it was called, or Bell & Etcher. So I used Bell & Etcher to flash the Linux software onto this USB stick, and we're going to now change to a Linux system. Alright, it's all plugged in now. Hopefully we can get it to boot from this drive straight away, or I'm going to need to go into the BIOS again. Looks like I've got to go to the BIOS. F2, is it? Yeah. Boot sequence. And I want to boot from USB device. So move this up. Yes, exit, save and exit. Let's go. Come on Linux, save the day for me. Alright, we have the Linux screen up, let's go. Alright, let me get this all installed. I think I just pressed start. Linux boot from local drive. Yeah, let me figure this out. Alright, there we have it guys. I've got Linux working on the system now. That's awesome, but I'm going to permanently install it by clicking on that little disk icon at the top left. But yeah, Linux is now loaded on this system, so you don't have to worry about Windows updates and the rest of it. So let's click this. I'm just going to go ahead and permanently install Linux and see if this system performs any better. Okay, Linux is downloading now permanently. All you have to do is click your language and where you are in the world and another button, and that's it. Really, I am connected to the internet just in case, because I wanted to download the latest codecs that it gives you an option for, so I chose that, and that's it. It's now downloading. And all I did guys was I used Linux Mint Cinema Edition over here, and I used Bell & Etcher to flash it to the USB stick. And yeah, that was pretty simple guys, nothing too crazy. Make sure you're using the right website, the official Linux Mint website and the official Bell & Etcher website. Right guys, we've safely got Linux onto the system, booting up nicely. So we still got the alert error low voltage message, of course, but now what I'm going to do is go through this welcome to Linux. Do I need to go through that? I don't know, but I'm going to put these graphics cards in now and see if Linux will recognize the graphics card, and that will fix one of the issues, and then we'll move back onto that low voltage stuff. So let's put these graphics cards in. Alright, so I'll put one of the graphics cards in there for now. We're just going to try it with one first, see if it recognizes it, see if it works. Let's give it a go. You ready? No, nothing coming on the screen guys. Alright guys, I can't get it to work with these graphic cards. It's strange how both, so I tried each slot, different slots, different configurations, all the connections at the back, all different types, both at the same time, still can't get it to work. So the last thing I'm trying, I put my graphics card back in, and I've got one of those, and I'm going to see if this system can find a driver. Still getting the error, the F1 low voltage battery low error, but it is remembering the time and date, so it's nothing to do with the battery. I feel it's like a procedure I need to do, and I don't know what it is, but I've tried all the stuff online, can't get rid of that low voltage. But as soon as I press F1, we load into Linux, so the system is good. Probably going to give it away like this. Just going to try one last thing to see if Linux can find a driver for this graphics card. Maybe it's that. Okay guys, I have messed about with this for a long time off camera. It's now the next day as well. I can't get the SLI cards to work, and I'm now thinking maybe these are broken, possibly, because I took my graphics card out and I put an even older graphics card than these SLI graphics cards in, and this works. So I'm now back on Windows operating system because Snappy Driver doesn't work with Linux. So I went back to Windows, I tried Snappy Driver to see if it could find any of these drivers for this SLI card. Nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this card back in like so, take this out. The other thing I was thinking about guys is this power connector, which is connected to this battery, which is the whole floor of this case. Maybe this, well, it can't be. Maybe it doesn't have enough power for the cards. I wish I had another system where I could put this card in and test it. Maybe I'll do that on the next video, because that's when I'm going to announce a giveaway. Maybe I'll set something up and just test it just to see. I will give the PC away like this. You do have to press F1 to boot into Windows, and I will give you the graphics cards because maybe one of you guys will be able to figure it out, but I can't. So you will get this graphics card that's in there now, so I get to keep my 710 so I can test stuff in the future with it, because I do need that. But yeah, let's close this system up and see if it can game, because that's the name of the goal, right? And I don't know about this jumper cable. I've tried every single which way. There's actually 3 pins, so I'd put it to the other pins, I'd put it off completely, still can't get rid of that F1 low voltage warning. I don't know now whether it's to do with this battery or power supply, sorry, this power supply. But yeah, let's put it away. When you're using this, if you do get this PC, this is broken. I have glued it back on, but not very well, so that will break probably in the future. So I don't know how this bloody fan's sat, but it can just sit there for now. So we'll close it up. It works. You'll get an SSD card with Windows on it. Don't need those power cables no more. And I'll probably put an IDE drive in here, which is a hard drive, so you can store games, because there's not much storage on this SSD. Yeah, let's close it up and let's see what it can do. As you can see, guys, we load into Windows 10 just fine. Sometimes you have to boot it down and then reload it, because it won't go straight into Windows. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to give this away, but if you do want this, guys, then comment below and answer the questions. What was my first CPU that was working in my system? Not the first CPU I bought or managed to get. First CPU that I actually used in a system, a working system. And yeah, comment below where you're from also, and in the next video I will announce the winner. But let's see what this piece, let's get a game and let's put a game in here and see what this can do. Alright, I think I'm going to try Pirates of the Caribbean. It is a 2003 game. It should be able to play this, right? So let's put it in and see if we can load it up. Oh boy, look what I found. So this was already in the disk drive. It's pretty clean. It's called Rome Total War. So we'll try this first. Alright, the game's downloaded. Let's see if it can play a game. Alright guys, I can't get any of those games to work, so I thought I'd try that website I showed you on my last video. And yeah, it can play some of the retro games, but not everything. Not really great at gaming this PC, but you're going to need a better graphics card, which is why I don't know where Luigi went. As you can see, there's a bit of lag, or quite a bit of lag. So yeah, not really great for gaming, but if you get a better graphics card, you may be able to game. See how slow it is? That's a Super Nintendo game as well, so maybe something a bit earlier, like Atari might be okay. Don't know. But that is it, guys. Come on, Luigi! Oh. So there we have it, guys. I apologise, it's not a great PC to give away, but I did say I was going to give it away, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer it up. If you're interested, if you like tinkering, if you can get these graphic cards to work. I think it might just be a cable, maybe I have the wrong cables for connecting them up to the monitor. The CD player gets stuck with the door, so you have to push it on, and of course you have to press F1 to boot into Windows. I'm going to leave it as it is. I will give a keyboard and mouse and that monitor. So that's what I'm giving away, guys, and if you want to win this PC, I'm a bit disappointed that I'm offering this up actually. But I did say I would. I'm so sorry, guys. I will do another PC that will work out the box. So look forward to that coming up. So if you want to win this PC, I don't know why you would, but if you do, then all you got to do is comment below the first CPU I used that I had working in my system, and also where you're from in the UK. Yeah, because I will come and deliver this to you, which is going to be embarrassing. I am so sorry, but you might like this kind of stuff. This is up your street, and yeah, feel free to enter. So that's it, guys. I will see you on the next one, where I am going to do one or two things. One, the other PC to give away, because I feel so bad about this one, and two, the laptop. So people in the last poll have voted for the laptop repair and giveaway, so I've got those laptops still. There's about 4 or 5 left that I think we can hopefully make one out of. I doubt if I can remember how to repair the laptops now, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, listen guys, I apologise. It is working, kind of, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. All I want.